Hi, I'm Nafisha Adishmam. I'm a computer scientist, and today I'm going to explain each and every possible question that can come to your mind about Dolby Atmos. Let's get into it. In short, Dolby Atmos is an object-based sound system. It will fill your ear and feel you like sounds is coming from different sorts of direction, up or down or right, left, any side. The answer of those both questions are yes. You can experience Dolby Atmos for stereo or headphone. But how? Let me explain. First, go to the Microsoft Store, then open the app Dolby Access. If you don't have already installed it in your laptop, then install it and then open it. This Dolby Atmos for headphone or Dolby Atmos for stereo are the basically same thing. You will not find any other option for Dolby Atmos for stereo. At most, if your laptop supports Dolby Atmos, then you might find Dolby Atmos for built-in speakers. And Dolby Atmos for headphones, this will work for both stereo and your headphone. In fact, some surround speaker with auxiliary port will work with it. Dolby Atmos for home theater is a completely different thing, and none of your traditional speaker will work with it. So if you want to work with your traditional stereo, you have to buy this Dolby Atmos for headphone and then you have to enable it. Let me show you how to enable it. For example, if you are connected to a headphone, you will just go here. See, I have connected to this headphone, or I can select the speaker, whatever you want. Then you will go, for example, I'm going for the speaker. Okay, so speaker, spatial sound, and see, here is Dolby Atmos for headphones. You have to put it, you have to apply it, and your stereo speaker will sound like as if it has some sort of Dolby Atmos supported system. Okay, so for the headphone, the same process. You have to click it, you have to apply it, and then you will experience it. But remember, again, Dolby Atmos for home theater is a completely different thing, and it will require BitStream. I'm going to explain it right now. Okay, so this is the Dolby Atmos for home theater. If you have a home theater system which supports Dolby Atmos, for example, I have one. This is Infinity Pro. It can be soundbar, it can be a firing speaker or other system. All you have to do is to make it default. If you make it default, my recording will stop if I make it default, so I am not going to make it default. But if you make it default, you will get an option here, Dolby Atmos speaker system or something like it. Let me do it for you. Let the sound stop if it is. Okay, I'm putting this, and now let me put this the communication device so that it can record at least something. Okay, then you go here, configure speakers. See, Dolby Atmos for home theater, and you have to click next, 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 and then you have to set up this. This will give you different sort of immersive experience, but for this, for you to get the immersion properly, you need the BitStream. So let us see what is the BitStreaming. Okay, BitStream. Okay, BitStreaming. Okay, so they explained it there. You can read it in Google, but let me explain. BitStreaming is something, the audio is going through your soundbar or your sound system directly, the raw sound, without being processed in your laptop by any sort of browser or any sort of audio player, video player. No, they won't process the audio. They will send the audio directly to your Dolby Atmos supported device, and it will process your audio in surround scheme, and you will get the Dolby Atmos sound system. So the question is how you can enable the BitStream. To enable the BitStream, you have to right click on your Dolby Atmos supported speaker. You have to go to the properties. see, I already configured it so it supports those formats, but all you have to do is to merge those two things, allow applications to take control of this, exclusive control of this device of course, and give exclusive mode application priority. You have to mark this and this. I also checked, without marking this it works fine, but sometimes it creates a little bit issues, so it is better to be safe by marking those both and apply. Okay, when you are done, all your audio and video will go there directly. If you have a display connected, then video will go to your display device through your obviously soundbar or whatever the audio system if you have ARC port, and if you don't, then your audio will go there, it will be processed, and you will get the immersive sound from Dolby Atmos home theater. The last thing is Dolby Vision. If your laptop supports it, then you will get it. You will need capable monitor, and it is more lifelike. So let me say again, Dolby Atmos for headphones or Dolby Atmos for stereo are the same thing. So if you have a stereo speaker, you just have to enable that from the settings. Okay, that's the main and basic stuffs about Dolby Atmos. Now let me tell you how it works. It works in two different ways. If you enable it for the built-in speaker, the sound system will be processed in your audio player, and yes, it will be in PCM form, but it will try to create some immersion, but this is not very real, like this is not very authentic. I mean, whenever you will listen to this, you will feel like, no, this is not very real sound. I would love to have more immersion because this is PCM. Whenever you will go to Dolby Atmos for home theater, the raw sound will go there into your soundbar, and it will process directly there in your soundbar, and you will get even better Dolby Atmos. If you have up-firing speakers with your soundbar, in modern soundbars there are up-firing speakers, because Dolby Laboratories suggest that we have to put some speakers on ceiling, which is totally unrealistic. So you will get Dolby Atmos soundbar, and if it has up-firing speaker, you will get height experience also. So that's everything about Dolby Atmos, and I hope I explained the basic concept here. If you use PCM Dolby Atmos, then you will get some options here. For example, gaming, movie, music. You might not have dynamic if your laptop or PC provider don't configure it for you. I'm using Asus Republic of Gamers, so I have it configured already. But if you don't have dynamic, don't worry. Whenever you're watching movies, select movies. Whenever you're playing games, select games. Also, I don't think dynamic is so much important. All of the sounds are pretty good individually, and if you feel like I'm feeling so much exhausted shifting those, that put it on game and put it on performance mode, all of your content will be optimized accordingly. And Dolby Vision, you know, there are three modes: bright, dark, and vivid. I selected vivid for more better color. Of course, if I wanted in bright environment, then yeah, I could optimize it for the bright environment. If you watch movies on dark environment, then dark, it's vivid. So that's about the Dolby Atmos. Alright, so as I'm saying, those two options are okay, but I will recommend get a Dolby Atmos home theater, which is supported by Dolby and which can BitStream is the better one. And if you are using the Windows, okay, then you can get it for your stereo or headphone. Thank you for listening.